Okay, here we go. So right now I am about a little bit over 2 months away from my 3 year mark on minoxidil. It's been about 2 years, 2 more months with a little bit over 2 months with complete 2 years of 10% and 3 years on the 5%. And right now I have about a little bit over 3 months worth of growth. Um, Um, it's not a lot for 3 months, but it's considering how slow my hair grows, it's okay. Especially coming from where I started from, I had no hair on my cheeks, nothing underneath, and so this is what I look like at about 3 months. I did trim it about I don't know maybe I trimmed it maybe 2 weeks ago, I think, if I'm not mistaken. I've trimmed it 2 times, just trimmed a little bit off of it, some of the loose ends. Also, I took a little bit off the chin. So, this is roughly about 3 months. I'm sure it'd be a little, slightly longer, but not too much. So right now I'm getting ready to uh, actually cut everything off because um, I have about 3 months left of 10%, and I want it to be. I want to be able to get it everywhere effectively. You know, when you have this much hair on your face, it's a little difficult to get it to touch the surface of your skin because the minox has to touch your skin for it to be effective. If the minoxidil is on your face, it's not going to do anything for you. And so what I've noticed is when my hair is this long, I accumulate a lot of the minoxidil on the hairs. You know that when your hairs are whitish, or with 10%, it's just very obvious that it's on the hair instead of being like on your skin. So right now, for my last 3 months, just to make more of it, I don't know if I'll be able to get more 10% to go for a fourth year. So I want this last 3 months to be effective. I'm going to be maybe the last few weeks I'm going to be slightly coming off the 10%. So I'm going to end this with a bang. I want to do it right. So right now I'm going to shave, and I'm going to, well, not shave. I'm going to use clippers. It won't be a close shave because I don't want to get hair bumps or anything. So I just use clippers. If I wanted to get a clean, full shave, then I would probably use a shaver. But yeah, so I don't want this to be too long, so I'm gonna go ahead and get my clippers, and I'm just gonna cut it. Right now I have a hat on because my hair is messed up. I don't want to, be looking crazy. So yeah, I'm gonna try to do this. I don't know how. Let me just try my best. Start from the top of the hat. And one there. Okay. I'm not gonna be too rough with it because I don't want it to be, tender or anything. So you can see a little bit of the minoxidil, the dry minoxidil on my face. Sorry if you can't see it. Okay. And you can see some of the dry minoxidil that's kind of accumulated. Trying to be as gentle as possible because I do have sensitive skin. And I'm actually going to put 5% on right after. I'm going to wash my face and then put 10% on. Okay. So there we go. Got a little bit of hairs growing on the neck. Okay. This is what I look like clean. Well, not clean shaven, but just pretty much down to a guard clothes. This is what it looks like. Look very baby facious. I'm gonna hit a little bit of this a little bit more. I might go over it with trimmers just to see if I can get a little bit closer. But this is exactly what I mean. When I use clippers, I have a very short stubble. When I first start, around month 14, 12, 13, 14, after I initially grew my first beard, where I started seeing my first results, when I would shave around that time, it would be a clean shave. You couldn't see like the stubble, or you couldn't see this short stubble. It would look pretty much like a baby face, like almost like smooth as like a baby, not a, you know, no short stubbles. But right now I have short stubbles like on my face. If you can see it, I'm not sure if you can see it, but I have these short stubbles. It's not a full shave, if you understand what I'm saying. So right now I'm feeling very confident that my hairs are terminal. Even though I don't have the thickest beard texture, but I do feel that my beard is terminal, and I'm going to be coming down off the 10% here in the next few, after 2.5 more months, and we're going to see what happens when I hop off the 10%. Okay, so I just washed my face. I just put on Minoxidil. It's still wet. I just put it on like 2 seconds ago. I just wanted to give you guys this quick tip. Like, make sure you're paying attention to this because it's so important. When you're putting on Minoxidil, do not be scared to get some across the bottom of the neck, of the top portion of your neck right here, because when your beard starts to grow, you want it to, you need it to fill out in this bottom corner, or else you're going to be missing a small corner from this small corner side of your beard. Like, it's so important. Like, I cannot tell you, because what's going to happen is you're going to get a full beard. You're going to have this patch at the bottom, and it's like you're going to have no hair in this section right here, or maybe the back side of your jaw back here. It's going to be very patchy. So you need to be making sure that you're like almost going to, you know, to the very bottom corner right here. I literally go all the way down here. Then I rub my finger across the top side, make sure I'm getting it there. And the same thing on this side. Almost like you want to go underneath the ear a little bit. Not too far, because I know some guys are very hairy, but I'm not that hairy of a person. So my coverage has increased down in these bottom corners right here, and as well as under the neck. I can grow a little bit of hair here. It wasn't like that in the beginning. I did have these patches in this bottom corner, and I thought that maybe I couldn't grow hair there, but what was happening is I wasn't getting Minoxidil there. So guys, make sure you pay attention to getting do not be afraid to get some Minoxidil here, because you want the bottom portion kind of helps the bottom of the beard fill out. Some guys who have really beards that drop low is because they have hair on the neck. They have a little bit on the upper neck. Obviously, you don't want it too far, like down here. You want to be going past the Adam's apple. I would say you definitely don't want to go past the Adam's apple. But the above that, see, my Adam's apple is right here. I won't go anywhere underneath that. But definitely above that, all the way to the left and all the way to the right, you want to make sure you're getting Minoxidil so that bottom fills out correctly and nicely for you. Or not, you're going to have to wait a lot longer for it to fill out and look nicely, and you're going to have these really ugly looking patches at the bottom. And I experienced that. I know some other guys who experienced that who were able to get them filled as well by just making sure they focus on those areas, you know, to help it fill in. So also I have dips here. You notice that once it grows a little bit, you probably start to notice it after the hair start to be noticeable. Once they start to get longer than stubble, you can start to see that dip. Those disappear. If you see me in the beginning of my video before I shaved, it didn't look as bad, and actually it looks it looks a lot better the longer you grow your hair, because you for me, I brush my hair in a forward direction, not so much down toward the chest, but forward toward the front of my face, and this helps some of the hairs on my cheeks cover those dips, as well as some of the hair from my connectors. I have really good connectors. I would say my connectors and my chin area are the strongest portion. That's where the weight of my beard is. That's where my beard is the heaviest, definitely the best. So I use the hairs on my connector to kind of fill those areas in, as well as they just kind of fill in a little bit over time, enough to where it's not as noticeable. So yeah, make sure you're getting that bottom of the neck, guys. Do not be afraid to get some in that upper neck area, because it's so important. I'm telling you, I had that problem. I'm sure a lot of the other guys had that problem. And so just to save yourself some time, make sure you're getting Minoxidil in those areas. So I just put Minoxidil on, and we'll see what happens in the future. Thank you, guys.